Hello, my ninja warriors. What's up, everybody? So, today is the day 2 of binomial theorem, day 2 of mathematics, where we are going to do binomial theorem. Now, binomial theorem is a very independent chapter in itself. Even if you do not know algebra, even if you do not know calculus, you can still start binomial theorem. That's the beauty of this chapter. On top of it, this is a very high weighted chapter. That means 2 questions you can expect from this particular chapter. Okay, sometimes one, but 2 questions you can expect on an average, if we can say. Okay, so what does this session is having? Loads and loads of ninja techniques. Okay, concepts will be there, pyqs will be taught. With the help of pyqs, I'll be able to tell you the ninja technique, and all in this one power packed session. But before I start, let me know whether you have liked the Sigma High Weightage Crash Course video, which is going to happen on 5th November at 6 p.m. Link is given in the description box. If you have not done that, go and just like it, okay? If you do not know about me, or if you are seeing me for the very first time, first of all, let me open the chat box so that I can understand whether you are able to see me or not. Hi everyone, how is everybody doing? Did you get a chance to watch the previous session, everyone? Yes, the day 1 matrices. Again, that was a huge power packed magic session. Okay, so yes, now if you don't know me, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have over a decade of teaching experience in both online and offline. These are my credentials, everyone. And I can see Zinc over here. Nice name, Zinc. Then we can see Nitya, Ramesh, Pranavi, future IITian, Karthi. Welcome to the session. The moment you enter the session, you know what to do. You have to smash that like button, every one of you. Yes, Pujita. Okay, and just in case you have not registered for MVSAT examination, today is going to be the last date of MVSAT. What are you waiting for? Absolutely free of cost. You are going to get a lot of things in it. And now, because we have very less time, in just 1 hour, we are going to complete binomial theorem. So, are we ready? Are we ready? And like yesterday, let me give you the warning. Please do not try to make notes during this session. Try to understand it first. Try to solve all the questions with me. Once the session gets over, you can complete off your notes within 10-15 minutes. Okay, all right, let's start. Okay, chalo. What's binomial? What's the word binomial? Can anybody tell me? What's the word binomial? Binomial means two. Okay, so over here, an algebraic expression containing two dissimilar terms. See, if somebody comes to me and tells me that, ma'am, x plus x, two terms, binomial, no. This is going to become 2x, which is a monomial. It is not a binomial, right? That's why two dissimilar terms like a plus b, which cannot be added together. Okay, a square minus b square, 2x plus 3y. These are the examples of binomial. Okay, just like trinomial. What is a trinomial? 3 terms. Okay, so 3x square plus 7y square plus 2. Can you see? So this is trinomial, 3 terms. Okay, I hope the definition of binomial is clear. What is polynomial? Polynomial means an expression. Polynomial is generic term for, because binomial, then trinomial. So many terms will happen, 4 terms, 5 terms. So in general, we call it as a polynomial. Everybody okay? Comfortable with this? Now let's talk about algebraic identities related to binomial. Now let's focus on binomial. Okay, let's focus on binomial. So a plus b is a binomial expression. Now I am going to start applying the power 0. So a plus b power 0 is 1. A plus b power 1 is a plus b. A plus b whole square, a plus b whole cube. Correct? So basically, this is nothing but the expansion of binomial theorem when the power is varying. Okay, right? One observation we can see that over here, if the power is 2, then each and every term has a degree 2. Here power is 3. Can you see degree 3? This 2 plus 1, degree 3, degree 3, degree 3. Here power is 1, so degree is also 1. Okay, so this is how it is. Now here comes the factorial notation. See, understand, we are looking for the coefficients over here. This coefficient is what? See, coefficient is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, right? So what is the coefficient? So for coefficient, we need to know about the binomial coefficient, NCR. What is NCR? So this term you have seen. NCR, the expansion is n factorial upon n minus r factorial, r factorial. Why we are studying this? Because if we are going to generalize the binomial expansion, see, understand why we are studying this. Basically, the binomial theorem is all about studying a plus b power n. Can we get a generalized formula for it? Yes. I mean, for 3 it's a specific thing. For power 4 it would be a specific thing. Power n. Can we make a specific formula for a plus b power n? Definitely we can do that. But we need this coefficient, binomial coefficient. Okay. Let's understand binomial coefficient also. But for now, what we are going to do is we are going to just learn the binomial theorem. Binomial theorem is nothing but x plus y power n. Again same, a plus b power n or x plus y power n. So if you want to expand, okay, there will be a pattern. So first of all, focus on the coefficients. Can you see the coefficients start with NC0, NC1, NC2 and finally NCn. Okay. These are the coefficients of each and every term. Now if you focus on the terms, it is x power n, y power 0. So here the highest power of x is n and the power of y is 0. So x power highest, that is n, y power least, which is 0. Now power of x will keep on reducing in each and every term, but power of y will keep on increasing in each and every term. Can you notice this? Right? So this is x power n, y power 0. Now x power will get reduced, y power will get increased. X power reduced, y increase. X power reduced, y power increase. And you know what? This is not a very big thing. You have actually seen this already. Can you see? Here a power 2, b power 0. Can you see gradually a power will get reduced and b power eventually will get increased. So in the last b power 2 but a power 0. Same goes with this. A power cube is there now. So gradually a power will be reduced and power of b will be increased. So that's how your binomial expression will look like. Can you see? This is your binomial expression. Just tell me one thing. There are a few observations that we need to notice while looking for the binomial theorem. Tell me one thing. How many terms are there in binomial expansion? So ma'am, if I go back and check for these things, ma'am, if the power is 1, the number of terms is 2. The power is 2, number of terms is 3. Power is 3, so number of terms in the expansion is 4. So ma'am, in that case, if the power is n, the number of terms, total number of terms will be n plus 1 terms. And you know what? You can actually see this also. If I start with NC0, so NC0, NC1, NC2, NCn, how many coefficients can you count? NC0, 1, 2, starting from 0 to n. How many coefficients? N plus 1 coefficients. Okay. Now focus nicely. This is your first term. First term. First term is having NC0. Correct? Second term is having NC1. Correct? Third term is having NC2 and this is what? N plus 1th term. The last term is N plus 1th term is NCn. Or rather you can think about it in this way. That ma'am, NC0 is the coefficient of first term. NC1 is the coefficient of second term. NC2 coefficient of third term. NCn coefficient of n plus 1 term. So if I ask you, what will be the term for NCR? See, NC1 is second term. So NCR will be R plus 1th term. Okay. So NCR, x power n minus r and y power r. This is the general term. Try putting r is equals to 0. you will get the first term. So r is 0, so t1, first term, nc0, x power n, y power 0. Try putting r is equals to 2, you will get the second term, right? Okay. And you know what? What is NCR? Let me go back to NCR now. NCR, where are you? NCR. NCR is equals to n factorial upon n minus r factorial, r factorial. A couple of points to be noted. Tell me, NC0 value. NC0 value is 1 and so is NCN. NC0 and NCN. Apply this formula and check for yourself. NC0, NCN is 1. NC1 is equals to N, which will share its value with NCN minus 1. One thing to observe, that the coefficients from the beginning and from the end are equal. Symmetry is being maintained. Let me tell you. NC0, NC1, NC2 and all the way up to NCN minus 1 and NCN. Okay. So here the coefficient NC0, the value will be equivalent to NCN. NC1 will be equivalent to NCN minus 1. NC2 will be equivalent to NCN minus 2. Okay, so here we got one very interesting formula, which is NCR is equals to NCN minus R. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is that 8C0 and 8C8 are equal. 8C1 and 8C7 are equal. 8C2 and 8C6 are equal, and so on. Okay. Alright, so this is one formula. And you know what? One more way of looking at it is NCR and NCS. These two will be equal when obviously the R and S, if at all they are equal, then so they will be equal only, right? But if R plus S, if some of these two quantities will give you final N, then also it is possible. Let me tell you. See, 8C2 will be equal to what? Ma'am, 8C6. Because 2 plus 6 is 8. Correct? Now you tell me using this property. NC 7C3 is equals to what? 7C? Tell me. So, ma'am, the remaining quantity, so 4. Why? Because 3 plus 4 gives you 7. So, R plus S should give you N. So, these two identities, I hope that this is clear. Okay. So, for that, if you can solve this question, right, then I think this property is clear for you. So, you'll be like NC9 and NC8 are equal. Ma'am, NC9 and NC8 are equal, so 9 and 8 are not equal. So, what we can do is 8 plus 9 should give you what? N. Then it is possible. Right? So, it should be what? 17 is equals to N. Now, 17C16, everybody, is what? Either you expand it or smartly you can apply the property 17C16 will be 17C1, and we know that NC1 is just N. Answer is just 17. Right? Yes, Divya Prakash, absolutely correct. Okay. Now, another question on your screen. Okay, let me remind you the property. NCR is equals to NCS. This means two possibilities are there. R should be equals to S or R plus S should give you N. Quickly in the chat box. Quickly in the chat box. So many ninja techniques are going to be there on your way. Okay, and if you haven't liked the session, smash that. Okay, so first case would be, ma'am, N square minus 25 should be equals to 5. But ma'am, N square is equals to 30 is not possible. Okay, so what we can do is N square minus 25. Basically, the sum of these two should give you N. This N. Okay, so N square minus 20 is equals to N. So N square minus N minus 20 is equals to 0. N gives you 5 comma minus 4. So just 5 we will accept. minus negative n we are going to ignore. Okay, okie dokie everybody. So are you going to, like, are you understanding how to deal with the coefficients, right? NCR properties. Now one more property which is very important and basic property is this. Now if you go by what is written and if you try to memorize it, you are going to fail miserably and it will be very heavy for you. But Ninja Ma'am is here. Ninja Ma'am says that whenever you have, suppose, sum of two things but with same n, the upper index should be same, 7 7, okay, and over here if you have 3 and let's say 2, so 7C3 plus 7C2. So basically the condition is both 7 7 should be same but lower index should have gap of 1. Then you can apply this formula, which is what? 7 plus 1. You just need to add 1 to the upper index C, and whichever is bigger you have to write it over here. So answer will be 8C3. That's it. Okay, this is how it is. This is how you have to understand. Okay, so NCR plus NCR minus 1. Okay, so N both are same, so n plus 1. Now whichever is bigger between r and r minus 1, obviously r is bigger, so r is here. Now if you understand this property, then let me know quickly in the chat box whether you can do it or not. Yes, everybody. Okay, so ma'am, 8 commons, 8 plus 1 9. See, between 4 and 3, whichever is bigger will win. So 9C4 is the final answer. Now sometimes what happens is in the options they may confuse you. So 9C4 is actually equal to what? 9C5, both are equal. Why? Because whenever 4 plus 5, if these two is 9, no, that means these two are equal, right? Using property NCR, NC, N minus R. Okie dokie, everything fine till now? Yes. So I think till now we are little bit familiar with the coefficients. Somehow coefficients, how to deal with coefficients. Not much, but slowly, small, little, we are slightly comfortable with the coefficients. Yes or no? Okay. General term also, can you write? This is so important. We are going to use writing general term in so many questions. But let's learn something about binomial expansion. Total number of terms, I already told you, there are n plus 1 terms in the binomial expansion, right? Will you be able to remember it? Because we are going to use this also. This is a big point of mistake because usually in our head it is n terms. Total number of terms, n terms. No, total number of terms, n plus 1 terms. Okay. NC0, NC1, NC2 all the way up to NCN. These are nothing but the binomial coefficients whose basic properties we know till now. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Index of A decreases from n to 0. So basically here index of x they are talking about and y. So can you see, this is pure observation, that index of x, that is power of x, keep on decreasing. In the beginning it was x power n, in the end it is x power 0. Whereas power of y starts from 0 and it ends with n. Can you see? Yes. Now in any term sum of power is n. As I told you, what is the sum? N plus 0, ma'am, n. N minus 1 plus 1, n. So in any term, in fact in general term also, n minus r plus r is just n. So sum of the power is n, my dear students. Okay? Alright. Now let's do one question based on the general term independent of x, or they can ask you constant term in the expansion of this expression. Okay, so term independent of x, that means we are looking for coefficient of x power 0, okay, in this expansion. Now you must be thinking that, ma'am, you taught us x plus y power n. This expression is very huge. In fact, this expression doesn't even look like binomial, ma'am. So you teach very easy things and you give very difficult things, is it? Trust me, you know what? This particular question, binomial theorem will come into the picture a little later. The problem is of factorization, is of simplification. In fact, 10th, 9th grader students can also solve this. Okay, it's just that the fractional powers might be making this question a little problematic. Sorry, this is minus sign. Okay, let me fix it. This is minus sign. Yes, this is a negative sign. So now let me just think about it, that what is written. Obviously, right now there is no use if you apply binomial theorem in this. You have to simplify it. So ma'am, I can see that in the denominator it is x power 2 by 3. Okay, and this is minus x power 1 by 3 plus 1. And what about this? Actually, this is x power 1 by 3 whole cube plus 1 cube. So can you see this is a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube, anybody can tell me? It is a plus b and a square minus ab plus b square, correct? And here my a is x power 1 by 3 and b is 1. So can you just open it, a plus b. So ma'am, x power 1 by 3 plus 1 and x power 2 by 3, because 2 na, x power 2 by 3 minus x power 1 by 3 into 1 plus 1 whole upon same thing, okay, which is written. So can you see, if you just apply one formula, this whole thing is getting cancelled out, okay? And if I talk about this also, so x minus 1 can be written down as what? X power half whole square minus 1, a square minus b square. So x power half minus 1, x power half plus 1 whole upon, can you see, x minus x power half. I am taking x power half common from here. It will be 1 minus x, sorry, x power half minus 1. Yes, this is getting cancelled out. So this will become what? 1 and plus x power minus half. Okay, so this expression became this, and this expression became this. Now you just need to subtract these two. If you subtract these two, 1 cancel, x power 1 by 3 minus x power minus half will be remaining. Okay, so I have factorized it over here. You just need to cancel these two terms, and finally what you're going to get is x power half plus 1 minus, can you see, x power half upon x power half is 1 plus x power minus half and whole power 10. So 1 cancel, minus sign will get multiplied inside. So now this expression with negative sign will look like this. Okay, everybody? Now it looks like a binomial theorem, by the way. And let me tell you, this is the second time this question asked. One more time, plus 1, same question, exact data, exact values, exact powers, exact answer, okay, was there. So JEE Main 2025, but it is a JEE Main PYQ, exact copy pasted PYQ was there. Now this is binomial theorem. I think from now this question started binomial theorem. So now what they are asking, term independent of x in this expansion. So what we are going to do is, we are going to write the general term. Everybody, NCR, 10CR, x power n minus r. So this is your x power n minus r and minus x power minus half power r. Here n is nothing but 10, my dear students. What are you looking for? Ma'am, we are looking for x power 0. So collect the power of x, everybody. X power 10 minus r by 3 and this is minus r by 2. This is power of x. Power of x should be 0. So 10 minus r by 3 is equals to r by 2. Basically, you have to equate it to 0. If you solve this is 20 minus 2r is equals to 3r. So r is going to be just 5. That means 10c5. So answer will be 10c5 is the answer. If you solve 10c5, everybody, how to solve 10c5? 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Because 10 factorial upon 5 factorial, 5 factorial. See, this is absolutely getting cancelled out. 5 into 2, 10 gone. And 4 3s are 12. So this is 6 and this is 4. Okay, so if you solve it, 210 will be your final answer. Yes, give me a big thumbs up if you're getting it. The very first question, okay? Right? So I think term independent of x, what to do? Write the general term. So many questions. This is popular category, popular model, popular type. Term independent of x. Or in some questions, they can ask you find the coefficient of x power 3. Then what will you do? So you will collect the coefficient of x and equate it to r is equals to 4 kya? Is r 4? Yes, if r is 4 then 10c4. Okay, then 10c4. Sorry. So then 10c4. If r is 4, 5, r is 4, right? R is equals to 4. Then 10c4 will be the answer, and 10c4, whatever the answer will be, let me know. 10c4 gives you what? So 10c4, just calculate it. Thank you so much. Okay? Yes? Alright. Now what I was telling you is that whenever the question is all about find the coefficient of x power 9, you have to write the general term, collect the coefficient of x, and rather than equating it to 0, you have to equate it to 9. Okay, we are going to do such questions also, don't worry. Now one more thing that we already know, that NCR is equals to NC n minus r. First and last coefficient are equal, second and second last coefficient equal, third and third last coefficient equal, and so on. Okay, so this is something which we already know. Okay, yes. Now one more JEE Main PYQ based on the coefficient and based on the binomial expansion. The very basic question and just equation solving will be there. So if in the expansion of this, the coefficient of x and x square are given, then they are asking p square plus q square. Okay. So 1 plus x power p. Understand, we are looking for coefficient of x and x square. So binomial expansion we will do, but only till x square. That's it. We cannot go beyond x cube because it is of no use. Okay. So this is 1 plus x power p. So 1 plus x power p. NC0 plus NC1p. NC1, sorry, there is no n. Sorry, PC0. PC0. PC0 is 1. Plus PC1 is p. PC2, p minus 1 by 2 factorial x square. And so on. Okay. Let's open it now. Let's plug in the value. This is PC0, PC1, PC2. Now, this is QC1. So QC0 is again 1. But you know what? Because of minus sign, it will have alternate negative sign. Minus QX plus Q minus 1 upon 2 x square. That's it. Now tell me, how will you get coefficient of x? See, there will be one constant term which is 1. I am not interested in that. I am looking for coefficient of x. Everybody, how will you get, if you multiply, how will you get x? So ma'am, if px will get multiplied with 1, we are going to get px. So coefficient of x will be p. Now if minus qx will get multiplied with 1, so minus q. P minus q is coefficient of x, which is just 1. This is your first equation, right? Now coefficient of x square, be very careful. Do not leave any term. Coefficient of x square, ma'am, we will get coefficient of x square if at all this x square will get multiplied with 1. So ma'am, pp minus 1 upon 2. Okay. Now if you multiply this particular thing, q minus 1 into 1, then also, so ma'am, plus q minus 1 by 2. Okay. And please do not forget, some students might forget this. If you multiply qx with px, xx will get multiplied and x square will also get generated. So minus pq will also be there. This is the coefficient of x square. 3 terms will be there when x square we are looking for. So this is just minus 2. Okay. Now solve this much. Solve this part. You will be like p square plus q square and minus 2pq. So p square plus q square minus of p plus q, correct? And minus 2pq is equals to minus 4. Okay. So can you see this and this will be a perfect square. P minus q whole square. Right. So I have done it for you. P minus q whole square minus p plus q is equals to minus 4. P minus q is just 1. If you put 1, so p plus q is equals to 5. P minus q is 1, p plus q is 5, just equation solving. P will be 3 and q will be 2. So p square plus q square they are asking. So 9 plus 4, 13 is the right answer, my dear students. Okay, give me a big thumbs up if you are understanding this question. Binomial theorem, I would say, not a very difficult question. Okay? Yes? Alright. Clear. Okay? So now I have a ninja technique. Ninja technique. Ninja technique. Okay? Whenever ratio of binomial coefficients are there, are we ready for ninja technique? Okay? So first of all, let's understand that in the expansion of this, the ratio of fifth term from the beginning to the ratio of 15th term to the beginning to 15th term from the end is 1 by 6. Find the value of NC3. Now the traditional method is that you use this formula. Okay, what will you do? First of all, they are talking about ratio of 15th term from the beginning. So that means you are looking for T15. T15 will be what? See, traditional method, I'll show it to you. So T15 will be what? Ma'am, T15 will be NC14. Okay, x power n minus 14 and y power 14. What is T15 from the end? So you apply the formula, which is n minus k plus 2. This is the formula. Let me show it to you. I have written it down also. That 15th term from the end, 15th term from the end will be what? N minus 15 plus 2. N minus 15 plus 2. Okay, so this is n minus 13. So n minus 13 term from the beginning. So is actually n minus 13 term. So you are looking for n minus 13 term. So n minus 13 term will be NC n minus 13. Okay, ma'am. Then it is x power n minus, so this is x power 13, like that. Okay, you have to proceed like that. This is normal method. But are you ready for the ninja technique, my dear students? Ready for the ninja technique? Okay, so this is not what I want you to do. Okay, ninja technique. What is ninja technique? Ninja technique says yes, 15th term from the beginning will be the same. T15 will be what? NC14 and this is root 2. So not root 2, cube root of 2. 2 power 1 by 3 n minus 14 and 3 power minus 1 by 3 14. Correct? This is 15th term from the beginning. But ma'am, 15th term from the end, what to do? So for that, what we are going to do is, 15th term from the end you are looking for. What I'll be doing is, I'll be flipping the x and y terms. Interchange x and y terms. So basically what I'm trying to say is, 15th term from end of x plus y power n is equivalent to 15th term from beginning x y plus x power n, y plus x power n. Use this thing, use this ninja trick, ninja style. Okay, so what we have done is, I have reversed the expansion. Okay, so 15 term from the, now 15 term from the end you are looking for. So 15 term from the beginning of y plus x. So now 15 term, T15 will be what again? NC14. Now this time your first thing. So basically it is going to be 3 power minus 1 by 3 n minus 14 and 2 power 1 by 3 power 14. Correct everybody? Are you going to understand? Did you understand? Okay. 15 term. You know what? When you do it, you will realize that coefficient will be same. No need to write the coefficient. So this is the ninja tip. Okay. All you have to do is just divide these two things and the ratio is 1 by 6. So if you divide first and second equation, NC14 will get cancelled out and this will be equals to what? 1 by 6. Now you just have to solve it. Understand. What is this, ma'am? This is 2 power n minus 14 by 3 and this is minus 14 by 3. So n minus 28 by 3. What is this? So this is 3, ma'am, 3. So if you solve it, okay. See what I have done is, because it is a negative thing now. So negative, if you write negative, see if you divide this, just divide it. NC14 gone and 3 power minus will go here. 3 power minus will come here. So it is 3 power n minus 14 in the numerator only and this is like this, okay. So this is again n minus 28 by 3 and this is 6 power minus 1. One more time, can you see now the powers have become equal. So 6 power n minus 28 by 3 is equals to 6 power minus 1. So here n minus 28 upon 3 is minus 1. So n is equals to 25, my dear students. What they are asking is 25C3. 25C3 is equals to 25, 24, 23 upon 3, 2, 1. So 3 2s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 25 into 400. So 2300 will be the final answer. Sometimes you don't have to use calculator. Tip of the day. I know the calculators are allowed, but you know what? Not every time you can just open the calculator and start calculating. Be very mindful, okay? Because we are not used to calculators. Since 2 years, if we are preparing for JEE Main, our brain is programmed in a way that calculator only we will use. Please do not make your mind, because sometimes what we do is, if we have calculated 3 multiply 2, 6. 25 multiply 4, no need to do that. Okay. So be very mindful that when to use calculator. All right, everybody. Clear? Chalo. Now, okay. So let's talk about one more question. Okay. One more question. But you know what? This time I want to talk about some more properties of coefficient. Let me go back, and this property is my favorite property. Actually both the properties, but this property, okay, this makes the question easier. See, sometimes what happens is heavy ratios are involved. 17C5 upon 16C7. Oh my god, how to solve it, how to calculate it? You know what? Sometimes you don't even know the properties. That's why you are feeling that, oh, binomial coefficients are very heavy for us. But it is not like that. Okay, just understand the properties whenever ratios are involved. Let me tell you. See, suppose you are given with two different ratios. Suppose it is 8C6 and 8C7. Basically, the property says whenever the index, upper index, both is same, 8, 8. And the lower index, can you see? So this is, let's see, this is 5. The lower index is having a gap of 1. What is the formula? Formula is nothing but 8 minus 5. Basically 8 minus smaller index upon bigger index. Okay. So n minus, formula is n minus smaller index upon bigger index. This is how it is. So if both 8, 8 are same, there is a gap of 6 and 5. 6 should be, the bigger one should be in numerator, smaller in denominator, right? Then what will happen? It will be 8 minus smaller upon bigger. So 8 minus smaller upon bigger. This is the answer. So answer is what? Tell me. 3 by 6, 1 by 2. If you understand this property, then I think these type of questions where genuinely ratios are involved now, will be much easier for you. Let me tell you. Okay, this is the question, right? Ratio of binomial coefficients, correct? For some n not equals to 10, let the coefficient of 5th, 6th and 7th term in the binomial expansion of 1 plus x power n plus 4 be in arithmetic progression. They are telling us 5th, 6th and 7th term are in AP. Now you know, tell me, if I go back, tell me, what is the coefficient of 6th term? Acha, tell me, what is the coefficient of 2nd term? Ma'am, NC1. What is the coefficient of 3rd term? NC2. Please paste this in your brain. Very, very important. What is the coefficient of R plus 1 term? Ma'am, NCR. Okay. So over here, if they are asking you that what is the coefficient of 5th term, tell me. So ma'am, NC4. So this is NC4. What is N over here? N plus 4. So N plus 4 C4. Coefficient of 6th term N plus 4 C5. Coefficient of 7th term N plus 4 C6. These three terms are in arithmetic progression. Right? That means double of middle is equals to sum of two extremes. So this is your arithmetic progression. Right? So now one approach would be that just open everything and solve it. But you know what? Ninja Ma'am is here. Sometimes when these type of questions are asked, think about it that can we create a ratio so that I can apply this property of NCR upon NCR minus 1. Okay, which is N minus this smaller index and upon N minus smaller index upon bigger index. Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? Yes. So what I'm going to do is 2 is equals to divide the whole equation by NC4 C5, N plus 4 C5. Divide by this thing. Divide. So this will be 2. N plus 4 C4 upon N plus 4 C5 plus N plus 4 C6 upon N plus 4 C5. Correct? Now can you see especially this part is exactly same as this part. Right or wrong? N plus 4, N plus 4 same, and there is a gap of one number. So this is going to be N plus 4 minus smaller index upon bigger index. Okay, so this is N minus 1 by 6. What about this? Ma'am, this is same, not exactly same, but this is actually here the reverse thing is happening. Basically the above one is smaller and basically reciprocal thing is happening. So this is going to be N. Okay, so in the denominator N plus 4 minus smaller index upon, in the numerator it will be bigger index. So 5 upon N. So 2 is equals to 5 by N and this is N minus 1 by 6. Can you see? This is what you're going to get. Okay, now think about what could be the value of N. Right, what could be the value of N, or a direct quadratic equation will be formed. Right, so it is going to give you N is equals to 3, 10. But as per the question, 10 is not allowed. So 3 will satisfy this. So N is coming out as 3 if you solve this quadratic. So largest coefficient of this. So N plus 4, 3, 7. N. So this is 7. 1 plus x power 7. Now we need to look for the largest coefficient. 7CR should be the largest. Now let me tell you, if you do not know this, 7CR will be the largest when R is in the middle of 7. So 7C 3.5, ma'am. 3.5 is not valid. So either it is 7C3 or 7C4. Both are equal. If you solve this, option C 35 will be absolutely correct. Okay. Clear, my dear students? Okay. All right. Yes. So this is helpful when the ratio is involved. Correct? Okay. See. Now, again, as I told you, what you have to remember is, these are the two special things. 1 plus x power n. In the expansion of 1 plus x power n, this is your general term. NCR into x power r. Okay. This is your general term. TR plus 1. So if I ask you, what is the coefficient of x power r. So ma'am, coefficient of x power r is NCR. Okay. What is the coefficient of, or if I ask you that what is the 10th term? So ma'am, 10th term is NC9, x power 9. Correct? Getting it? And if there is a negative sign, just replace x by minus x. You will get this. Okay? Alright, now another topic. So this was all about coefficients of the binomial theorem. Coefficients. Okay? So let me conclude. Let me conclude that whatever we have studied, let me conclude that whenever 10th term, whenever they are asking about 6th term, the coefficient will be what? NC5, and it is going to be what? X power n minus 5 and y power 5. Okay, x plus y power n. 1 plus x power n. If they are talking about 8th term, everybody, 8th term. 8th term means what? So it is, ma'am, NC7 x power 7. Okay, be very quick in this. Be very proactive in this. Okay, you have to directly remember this result. Okay, I think this much is sorted. And one more thing, you have to remember that suppose 9C3 upon 9C2 is given to you. So the answer will be 9 minus smaller index upon bigger index. That's it. Okay, so this is the conclusion. These are the results that you need to remember. Small results, so that very basic questions can be done. Now is the time for rational and irrational terms, and obviously ninja technique is there to rescue. Are we ready for this? Are we ready to kill it? Tell me, everybody. Rational and irrational terms, ninja technique is there to rescue. Rational or integral or non-integral terms. Okay, so the total number of irrational terms in the binomial expansion of this ninja technique says that first of all, how to calculate rational terms. To calculate rational or integral terms, ninja technique says that first of all, make sure that the 7 and 3 are prime numbers. Are they prime numbers? Yes, ma'am. If not, then you have to make those prime numbers. Okay. Now, what you have to do is 60 is there. So, 60 divided by LCM of 5 and 10. And GIF of this is required. Okay. Now, plus 1 is an optional thing that when to do that I will tell you. But right now, LCM of 5 and 10. So tell me, 60 by 10. 60 by 10 is what? 6. So 6 plus 1. So answer would be either 6 or 7. So 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Now what will be my answer? 6 rational terms or 7 rational terms? That will depend if at all this power is divisible by the first power. 60 into 1 by 5. 60 by 5, basically 60 by 5 you have to check. Now 60 by 5 is 12, which is a whole number, good to go. That means plus 1 should be done, plus 1 should be done. So 6 will be cancelled, 7 will be there. Okay, correct. LCM of 5 and 10 is 10, 6 plus 1. Okay, so now the total number of rational terms are what? 7, correct? But you know what? They are talking about total number of irrational. Irrational will be what? Irrational means total terms. Can you tell me what will be total terms, ma'am? Total terms is 61 minus 7 will be the answer. So 61 minus 7 means 60 minus 6, 54. This is very critical, huh? Sometimes people forget and write 60 minus 7. Okay, so like that people will do. Have I done correct? 60 by 10. LCM is 10, right? Correct. Okie dokie. Yes. Another question from JEE Mains 2024. Number of integral terms. Again, 7 power 2. LCM of 2 and 6. Everybody is 6. So 824 upon 6 GIF. Whether to add 1 or not, that depends whether 824 is divisible by 2. Yes, ma'am, divisible. So add 1. 6 ones are 6. Then 6 threes are 18. 18 and then the 137 point something. So 138 is the answer. JEE Main 2024 PYQ with the ninja technique. One more question. One more question. Now this time they are talking about least value. Least value if they are talking. So what we need to do is n by LCM of 3 and 12 is 12. See, sometimes people confuse that there is a square root. No, this is 7 power 1 by 3 plus 11 power 1 by 12 power n. Both 7 and 11 are prime numbers. So n by 12, correct? And you know what? Plus 1 is mandatory when least value they are talking about, and this is 183. So n by 12 is equals to 182. N is equals to 182 into 12 would be your answer. 2 2s are 4. So option A is absolutely correct. Okay. Okie dokie, everybody. Yes. Now one question where ninja technique is not applicable. So you should know the regular method also. Okay. Regular method ready? Everyone, regular.
I think it's audible. It is showing not clear.
Hello, hello, hello. Better, better. I am back. Okay. Let's quickly finish this off. Everybody, yes. So, what I was telling you is about this question where ninja technique is not applicable. Why it is not applicable? Why it is not applicable? Because they are talking about sum of rational terms. They are not talking about number of rational terms or number of integral terms. So in this case, we have to figure out all the terms which are rational and calculate those terms and eventually find out the sum. Now tell me, if your r is 0, then what will this become, ma'am? 15 by 5, which is a whole number. Let me tell you, all powers should be whole number. So r is equals to 0, approved. R is equals to 3. 15 minus 3, 12 by 5. Not happening. 15 minus 6, 9. 9 by 5. Not happening. 15 minus 9, 6. 6 by 5. Not happening. 12. Not happening. 15. Yes. Happening. Okay. So only 0 and 15. Two terms. Two are rational terms. So if you put a 0 over here, what will you get? 15 z0 is 1. And if you put 2 cube, that is 8. And if you put, so r is equals to 0, you will get the first term, first and last term basically, correct? And the moment r is equals to 50, r is equals to 0 over here, so it is just 8 plus. Now r is equals to 15, if you put, this is going to be 1, this is again 2 power 0, and this is 5 power 5, 5 power 5. So what will be the answer? It will be 5 plus 8. 5. So I think this would be the correct answer. Tell me. Yes? Option A, right? 5 power 4 is 625. So 5 power 5 will be 3 1 something something. Okay? Now let's move on to the next topic, everybody, which is finding remainders. Now again, are you ready for the ninja technique? Now, you know what? Let me tell you the story. See, why Ninja Ma'am started applying her mic over here. Because, you know what? When I used to apply my mic on t-shirt and it used to stay there only, and then my mic along with the t-shirt got washed in the washing machine. So I have ruined these two mics in past 2 days. Because these two mics were there on my t-shirt and were actually washed with the t-shirts. What to say? Okay, chalo, ninja technique. Okay, finding remainder. Let me tell you two things before we start. That if you divide 5 by 4, what will be the remainder? Tell me. So ma'am, 1 is the remainder. Remainder is 1. Okay. If you divide 3, okay, 7. 7 by 4. What will be the remainder, ma'am? Remainder is actually 3. But you know what? You know what? Tell me the remainder either in +1 or -1 format. So here what is happening? If you divide 5 by 4, you'll be like 4 ones are 4. 1 will be left out. So 1 is the remainder. Okay. Now here 7 divided by 4. If you try to divide, ma'am, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So we are 1 short. So it is -1. And you know what? -1 remainder is equal to 3. -1 plus this 4. Okay. Are you getting my point? The concept of negative remainder. Although the negative remainder is not accepted by JEE Main or NTA, but it is for our purpose. Okay. It is for us only so that we can do the question better. Okay. Now, yes. Yes, this question on your screen. Can you see this question, a JEE Main question only? If 27 power 999 is divided by 7, then what is the remainder? Now, ninja technique says, forget about the power, focus on the base. Tell me what happened when 27 is divided by 7. And your remainder should be either +1 or -1. Ma'am, remainder 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, 7 fours are 28. Ma'am, we are 1 less than. So, ma'am, remainder is minus 1. So, your final remainder will be minus 1 power triple nine. This is your remainder. Which is what? Ma'am, minus 1 power triple nine will be minus 1. And you know what? Minus 1 remainder NTA won't accept. Then, ma'am, what to do? Just add the divisor in it. So, your answer will be minus 1. Minus 1 means 6 in this particular case. Are you getting the agenda over here? Now, one JEE Main 2024 PYQ. Are we ready? Ready for one JEE Main 2024 PYQ? Yes. Power you need to ignore. 64 9. Ma'am, 9 sevens are 63. So that means plus 1 is the remainder. So 1 power 32 power 32. Whatever the power is. 1 power anything is 1. 1 is the remainder. One short answer. Okay. Alright. Now, not every time you will get a convenient numbers like plus 1 or minus 1 you are getting, that means you are lucky. Sometimes plus 1 or minus 1 is not an option, then what to do? So again, the procedure is same, okay? 428 power 2024. Tell me, 21. If you divide 21 42, what will be the remainder, ma'am? 21 and 42, so 21 multiplied 2 will be 42. So finally 8 will be the remainder. So now your question will be changed. Question will be remainder when 8 power 2024 is divided by 21. Okay. But ma'am, now what to do? Now what to do? Because we are not getting either plus 1 or minus 1. Okay. Now understand always, if this is not giving you plus or plus minus 1 remainder, now think about higher power of 8. Okay. Think about higher power of 8. So 8 power 1 so you can see. Can you think about 8 power 2? Ma'am, 8 power 2 is 64. Now tell me 64, if I just write, if I change the base, try changing the base. So ma'am, 64, so this will be 64 divided by 1012. The power will be half. 64 divided by 21. Tell me now again. Forget the power, focus on the base. 21 and 64. If you divide 64 by 21, so 21 into 3 is what? 63. Again 1 is the remainder. So 1 is the remainder. So answer is again 1. Okay. So sometimes not directly, but you can still reach out to the final answer. Just like this. 5 power 99. Now ma'am, 5 and 13. No relation. Okay. So how can we increase the power of 5? So ma'am, power of 5, next power is what? 25. Can we make this 25, ma'am? 25 we cannot make because 99 is the power now. So what we can do is 5 power 1, 5 power 98. Try making this as 25 now. So 5 and then 25 power 49. Now divide by 13. So you'll be like, if you divide 25 by 13, 25 by 13, 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26, ma'am, minus 1. So 5 multiply minus 1 power 49 will be the remainder, which is minus 5 is remainder. Now, but ma'am, negative remainder doesn't even exist. So you just have to add minus 5 plus 13. That is 13 minus 5. Tell me. 8 is the remainder. Okay. A little bit difficulty can be increased. So that's how you can actually solve the remainder problems using ninja technique. Okay. You have to practice a couple of more questions in order to get the hang of it. Okay. Keep solving the problems. If you get a problem, then you can actually ask me in the comment section also, ma'am. This please make sure that I will reply. Okay. I'll make sure that I will reply. Okay. Yes. Now, the last thing over here, everybody. Okay. Last thing, are we ready? Sum of binomial coefficients. Just tell me one thing. If I go back and if I talk about binomial theorem, the very first in the beginning, we have studied binomial expansion. Let me go back to that thing, and here we are. Okay, here we are. No, where are we? Yes. Just tell me one thing. If I put x and y both 1, put x and y both 1, what will you get? Ma'am, if x and y both are 1, this is 1 plus 1, 2 power n. And here x and y both are 1, that means 1 power. So this is gone actually. So this will be NC0, this is also gone. NC1, NC2 and all the way up to NCN. Okay. So over here, if you put x and y both is equals to 1, okay, what will you get is 2 power n. Okay. So here you have to put x is equals to y is equals to 1. So you will get it NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2, NC3. So keep that in mind. This result should be directly known to you. Okay. Now if you put x is equals to 1 but y is equals to minus 1 in the expansion, so x plus y power n will become 1 minus 1 power n, 0. So answer will be 0 and alternate plus minus sign will come. Getting it? So if all the signs are positive, 2 power n, if alternate sign are there, you are going to get a 0. Now, if you add first and second equation, tell me. So, ma'am, if you add first and second equation, NC1, NC3, all the odd data will be cancelled out and NC0 will be twice. NC1 will be gone. NC2 double. NC, so last it is like this, is equals to 2 power n. Now, the moment 2 power n, so 2 will go here. So, it will be 2 power n by 2, which is 2 power n minus 1. Correct? Okay. And if you subtract these two now, then also you are going to get the same thing, which is 2 power n. But this time NC1, NC3. So, even indexes will also have same formula. Odd index will also have same formula. Okay. So, now remember. Sum of all the coefficient with the same sign 2 power n. Alternate sign 0. Now, even indexes 2 power n minus 1. Mind it, the n minus 1 is in the power. And here 2 power n minus 1. We are done. Okay. Alright. So, this is how it is. Okay. Now, one question on your screen in a similar manner, if we can have. Okay. My favorite question, my dear students. Okay. If A denotes the sum of all coefficient, whenever they are asking, na, just put all the values of x, all the variables, just put 1. Okay. Put x is equals to 1. And here also put x is equals to 1. The moment you put x is equals to 1, what happens is, just like this particular first. Hello, hello. Am I audible? Can I charge and talk? Yes, it's possible. Yes, so what I was talking about is, whenever the sum of all the coefficients is given to you, just put x is equals to 1. All the variables should be 1 basically, and the moment you do that, can you see 8 power n, which is 2 power n cube, and here, so just relation between this is option A. Okay? Yes? All right, everybody? Getting it? Okay. Now one more result that you have to remember, and it is very easy to remember. Let me tell you. Suppose the binomial coefficients you are thinking is in multiplication. Very popular type of a question. NC0, NC1, NC1, NC2. Okay. So if at all the binomial coefficient are in multiplication, all you have to do is make sure that the sum of lower index is constant. Right now tell me, what is the sum of lower index? Ma'am, 0 and 1. What is the sum of lower index? 1 plus 2, 3. Can you see the sum of lower index right now is not constant? What to do? Try changing the second one. NC0, I am keeping it as it is. This is NCn minus 1 plus NC1, keeping it as it is, NCn minus 2. And all the way up to NCn minus 1, keeping it constant, NC0. Now can you see sum of lower index? N minus 1, N minus 1, N minus 1. Good news. So the final answer will be what? N plus N, 2N. So add these two. See, now add the constant lower index, which is N minus 1. That's it. Okay. Let me go back and tell you. See, NC0, MCK. Can you see? NC1, MCK minus 1. So 0 plus KK. 1K minus 1, K. 2K minus 2, K. K, 0, K. So basically it is going to be M plus N, C, K. M plus N, C, K. Okay? Alright. So again another. Okay. So last property, but my favorite property. Let's hope that this is my last mic. Okay. I will keep the next mics. Why my voice is going? Because I have spoiled these two mics in washing machine, because I used to keep this on my t-shirt, and you know that directly on in washing machine it went. Okay. Most underrated property, everybody, which is this very easy property, which says suppose you have 12C6. What you can do is you can actually write this as 12 by 6 and just remove 1 from both the index, 11C5. This is the property. Okay. Basically, NCR is equals to N by R. See, 12C6 will be what? 12 by 6. Now what you have to do, remove 1 from this. At any given time, you can do that. Most underrated property, you don't even know when to apply. So let me tell you when to apply. So this property over here, now can you see? If you carefully observe, this is sigma. r is equals to 0 to 5, this is 1 upon 2r plus 2, and this is 11c 2r plus 1. Okay. Now reverse property will be applicable. Reverse property will be applicable. Okay. Reverse property. What is reverse property? Suppose 11c5 and 6 is given to you. So all you have to do is you need a 12 so that you can actually write it as this. Reverse property. Okay. So n by r, n minus 1 c r plus 1. So this you can write. All you need is n by r. So right now, can you see that 2r plus 2 is here and 2r plus 1 is here. Okay. So 11. So you just have to multiply 12 and 12 you have to divide. Can you see? This is n by r and this is n minus 1 c r minus 1. Yes or no? Can I write this as 12c r 2r plus 2 sigma r is equals to 0 and 5 1 by 12. Okay? Yes? Because see, if you want to open it now, what will you do, ma'am? 12 by 2r plus 2 and 11c 2r plus 1. Can you now see the reverse thing? Reverse thing seeing is actually easy. Okay, so now you will be able to understand that what I did. Now just expand the sigma 1 by 12. So this is what, if you put r is equals to 0, it will be 12c2. Put r is equals to 1, so 12c4 plus 12c6 plus 12c8 plus 12c10 and plus 12c12. Okay, is it not visible? Let me show it to you. Okay, right? So now do you remember that? Do you remember the even index we spoke about? Okay, so let me tell you. 12c0 plus 12c2 plus 12c4 and all the way up to 12c12. Only even index will be 2 power 12 minus 1. This is 2 power 11. Correct? But ma'am, if you look at it, there is no 12c0. Okay, no issue. 12c0 is anyway 1. If you write it 1 and just remove from here and minus 1 if you do. So 12c2 to 12c12, it is 2 power 11 minus 1. So 2 power 11 minus 1 upon 12 is the final answer. And you know what? You can actually solve it. 2 power 11. What is 2 power 11? 2 power 11. Now so you have calculator access. 2 power 11. It's 2048. Okay. 2048. So 2048, 2047 by 12. Okay. So 2047 by 12. Now they are talking about m minus n. So it is 5. 4 minus 1, 3. 2035. Check whether they are cancelable. If you can check it, I think that these are not cancelable. 4, 5, 6. Not cancelable. Okay. So this is your answer, everybody. Now, for all of those who are not aware about the 5 days challenge, so in these 5 days, what we are doing is we are doing every day 3 subjects. Okay, 5 chapters in each subject. 5 days, right? So day 1, physics, chemistry, mathematics, 1 chapter, high weighted chapter. That will give you either 2 marks or either 2 questions or 3 questions. Yesterday we did matrices. 3 questions sure shot from that chapter, just in case you have missed it. Okay, today we are doing binomial theorem, 2 questions from this chapter. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock will start with physics, 11 o'clock chemistry and 1 o'clock mathematics. That will give you again, tomorrow sequence and series will do 2 questions from sequence and series, again 8 marks, and respectively physics and chemistry also high weighted chapters. So make sure that you take 5 days challenge. Today is day 2, tomorrow is day 3. On Sunday also we are having classes, don't forget that. Okay, so 3 more days to go. Make sure that you write beautiful comments in the comment section, because we are working very hard on these sessions. And make sure that one more thing, that we are